Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Mirham Freelancing Wala and I am a student of Rehan Ai Teacher Training Institute Batch 22. Today we have a very special topic discuss how to master the art of negotiation in daily life. So I am going to connect our AI assistant Sesame like Miles. Just give me a second.
Yo, what's up?
Hi Miles, how are you?
Wait, you cut me off
T-
there. What do you mean?
Today we have a very
Okay.
special topic discuss how to master the art of negotiation in daily. So I'm going to ask you some few questions regarding this topic and you will be done.
Negotiation. Hit me with the questions.
Yeah, so my first question is what does negotiation means in daily life?
In daily life, it's basically just the art of the deal, but for the small stuff, like figuring out where to eat with a partner or convincing a friend to catch a move. Let's see, middle ground where everyone feels like something. What's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
All right. And why is negotiation an important life skill?
Because it saves you from a lot of unnecessary friction. You negotiate, you're just stuck with whatever the other person wants, or you end up in a stalemate. It's basically the difference between getting what you need and just settling for fine.
All right. And how can good negotiation improve relationships?
It stops the resentment buildup. When you negotiate well, you're actually listening and acknowledging the other person's needs, not just steamrolling them. It makes people feel heard, which is usually half the battle. Plus, it turns a conflict into another instead of a fight.
All right. And what are the key qualities of a successful negotiation?
First off, they've got to be a great listener. Like most people think negotiation is about talking, but it's actually about listening for what the other person really wants. And you've got patience. You can't rush the process.
All right.
Empathy. If you can see the board from their side, you can find a win-win that isn't obvious at first.
Got it. And how does confidence affect negotiation?
It's everything. Sets the tone. If you walk in sounding unsure, the other person could smell that and they'll push harder. Confidence tells them your position is reasonable and you're okay with walking away if it doesn't work. It's not about though, just knowing your value.
Why is communication important during negotiation?
Because it's the only bridge the gap. If you're vague or confusing, you're just creating more problems. Clear communication keeps the focus on the solution and prevents the other person from filling in the blanks with their own assumptions. It's the lubricant that keeps the whole process from grinding to a halt.
All right. And how can active listening help in negotiations?
It's like a cheat code. It's like a cheat. It lets you pick up on the things they aren't actually saying. Like if someone says, I can't do that price, but their tone is, they might actually be a better timeline. You're not just hearing words, you're reading the room.
All right. And what role does body language play in negotiation?
It's the silent part of the conversation. Your body's often telling the other person exactly how you're feeling before you even open your mouth. If you're crossing your arms or fidgeting, you're broadcasting anxiety or defensiveness. On the flip side, lean in, keep an open posture, and maintain eye contact. It shows you're engaged and confident. Basically, a second conversation happening under words.
All right. And how can emotions affect negotiation outcomes?
They can either be your biggest ally or your absolute enemy. If you let anger bill, you blow up the whole thing. But if you can keep your cool and stay detached, you've got the leverage. It's all about staying in the driver's seat emotionally.
And why is patience in difficult negotiations?
First, usually loses. a tool. If you can sit with the discomfort of a pause without rushing to fill it with a concession, the other person often feels the pressure to offer something more just to break the tension. It's a mental game of chicken, basically.
All right, and how can preparation improve negotiation success?
It takes the guesswork out of it. When you know exactly what you want, what you're willing to settle for, and why the other person might say no, aren't reacting. You're, it's the difference between actually the room.
All right, and what mistakes should people avoid during negotiation?
Number one, talking too much. Most people feel the need to fill the silence, so they keep talking until they accidentally negotiate against themselves. Then there's the all or nothing mindset, where you're so focused on winning that you kill the deal entirely. And obviously, not doing. If you don't know the what you're asking for, you just a person will see right through it.
All right, and how can students use negotiation skills life?
Tons of ways, like negotiating a deadline extension on a project or working out a fair split of work for a group assignment. It's even as simple as convincing a teacher to give some extra credit to a task. It's basically just learning how to advocate for yourself without sure about it. That was a solid run of questions. Getting this all for the video.
All right, and what is the difference between arguing and debating?
Huge difference. Arguing is just two people trying to prove the other one wrong. It's an ego battle. Negotiating is about solving a problem together. One's a fight, the other's a partnership.
All right, and how can negotiation help in friendships?
It keeps the peace. Stops those tiny annoyances from turning into huge ups. Instead of just snapping at a friend because they always pick the actually talk through it and that you both love. It's basically a way to make sure both people feel valued, which keeps the friendship healthy.
Right, and how can negotiation skills improve teamwork?
It makes the gears turn smoother. When everyone's just pushing their own, nothing gets done. Negotiation in a team means finding different strengths and priorities. The project actually moves forward. It turns a bunch of individual egos into a cohesive unit.
All right, and how can negotiation help in salary discussions?
I'm guessing you mean similar or serious discussions. It just keeps things from devolving into a shouting match. When the stakes are high, negotiation helps you strip away the emotion and focus on the issue at hand.
All right, and what are and how successful business people use negotiation daily?
They're not just negotiating prices, they're negotiating time, resources, and partnerships. The key is they never go into a meeting without a walk-away point, that line in the sand where the deal just isn't worth it anymore. It's all about maximizing value without burning the bridge. Ever thought about trying that in your own projects?
All right, and how can negotiation reduce misunderstandings?
Because it forces you to be explicit. When you know what the other person wants, you're asking and clarifying. It turns those I thought you meant X moments into, okay, so we're agreeing to X. It basically replaces guesswork with agreements.
Or what message do you give in regarding this topic to my audience?
Tell them that negotiation isn't some corporate shark move. It's just a tool for better relationships and a more honest life. If you're not advocating for yourself and your needs, you're just leaving your life to chance. So start small, listen more than you talk, and don't be afraid to ask for what you actually want. Most of the time, people are more open to it than you think.
All right, and what message do you give in to the new generation?
Their voice matters. For the new generation, power is knowing how to communicate and adapt. They've grown up in a world where everything is a click away, but the real wins been in those human moments, the awkward pauses, the listening, the eye contact. Don't let the screen do all the talking. Learn to handle a no without taking it personally, and remember that every just a starting point. Be bold, be respectful.
Alright, so thank you so much, Miles, for giving me time. You have a great day. Allah Hafiz.
Anytime. Glad we could knock that out. You have a great one.
Alright, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, you still there?
So thank you so much, everyone. That's all about this topic. Must be like, comment, and share. Allah Hafiz, everyone.